Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep It a C-Note podcast. I am your boy, Brown. This is the Week 5 NFL recap. This your first time checking us out on YouTube. We definitely appreciate you. Make sure you hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit the notification button till the bell so you can go ahead and get the notifications every time we drop content. Shout out to the NFC East, looking like the strongest division in football. And Sunday started in London. We had the Giants, we had Green Bay, and the Giants came away with the 27-22 victory. Daniel Jones, he threw for 217. Saquon Barkley had 70 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And Darius Slayton, he got busy, 6 catches, 79 yards. The Giants are 4-1, people. Are you believing in the Giants? Keep it a C-Note. Let us know. Are they a playoff team? Keep it a C-Note. Let us know. As for Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, he threw for 222 and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, 63 yards on the ground. Randall Cobb, 7 catches, 99 yards. Green Bay is now 3-2, people. Next up, we had Buffalo. They was hosting Pittsburgh, and they beat the brakes off of Pittsburgh, 38-3. Josh Allen got busy. He threw for 424, 4 touchdowns and an interception. He ran for 42 yards as well. And shout out Gabe Davis. He got busy. 3 catches, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Diggs added 8 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown. Buffalo is now 4-1. As for Pittsburgh, it was the start of the Kenny Pickett era. And he had his ups and downs. He threw for 327 and an interception. Jalen Warren, he had 24 yards on the ground. And George Pickens, 6 for 83. Pittsburgh is 1-4, people. What's your thoughts on it? This looks like a losing season for Mike Tomlin. If you're in fantasy football, you need a receiver, you might want to look at George Pickens. He looks like he's getting more top targets. Has anybody in Pittsburgh seen Najee Harris? Keep it a C-Note, let us know. Next up, we had the Chargers. They was on the East Coast playing Cleveland, and they came away with the 30-28 victory. This game ended goofy. Herbert threw for 228 and a touchdown. Shout out Austin Eckler. Once again, he got busy. 173 yards and a touchdown. 4 catches for 26 yards out the backfield and a touchdown. Mike Williams, 10 catches, 134 yards. The Chargers, they're 3-2 now. As for Cleveland, Brissett, 230, a touchdown and an interception. Nick Chubb got busy, 134 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. David Njoku, 6 for 96, and Amari Cooper, he bounced back this week, 7 for 76 and a touchdown. Cleveland is 2-3. The end of this game was goofy because the Chargers went for it on 4th down when they were already up. They didn't get it. Cleveland was already in field goal position, and they missed the game-winning field goal and fell to 2-3. Yikes. Next up, we had Minnesota. They was hosting Chicago. Minnesota came away with the 29-22 victory. Kirk Cousins, he got busy. 296, a touchdown and an interception, but I think he completed like his first 17 passes, if I'm not mistaken. Dalvin Cook, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Justin Jefferson got busy. 12 catches, 154 yards. Minnesota's 4-1. How you feeling about the Vikings? Keep it a C-Note. They are in first place in their division, people. As for Chicago, Justin Fields, he threw for 208 and a touchdown. ran for 47 yards. If I must say so, this is the first game I've ever seen Justin Fields play in the NFL where he looked like a quarterback. He had a little bit of protection today. He was hitting open people. So, maybe he just needs a better line. David Montgomery, he caught 4 catches for 62 yards. The Bears are now 2-3. Next up, we had New England. They was hosting Detroit, and they beat the brakes off of the Lions 29-0. Bailey Zappe got the start today, 188 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Ramondre Stevenson, 161 yards on the ground. And Jacoby Myers, 7 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. New England is now 2-3. As for Detroit, they looked horrible today. Jared Goff, 229 and a pick. Jamal Williams, 56 yards on the ground. And Josh Reynolds, 6 for 92 yards. St. Brown was on some type of pitch count or something, coming back off the injury. He didn't do anything. T.J. Hawkinson had a career week last week and then was locked down this week. Detroit is now 1-4, people. They not looking like the team I thought they could be. Hard Knocks definitely be selling people. Next up, we had New Orleans hosting Seattle. This was the shootout of the day. New Orleans came away with the 39-32 victory. Andy Dalton, he threw for 187 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. But shout out Taysom Hill. He got busy. 112 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns, and he threw for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara caught 6 out the backfield for 91. Chris Olave, the Saints rookie, 4 catches, 54 yards, a touchdown. But he was hurt. He left the game with a concussion. New Orleans is now 2-3. As for Geno Smith, 268, 3 touchdowns. Kenneth Walker, 88 yards on the ground. And Tyler Lockett, 5 catches, 104, 2 touchdowns. DK Metcalf got busy as well. Rashad Penny did lead the game. He was hurt, so let's keep our eyes on that. Shout out to Seattle. They are 2-3. Next up, we had the Jets. They was hosting Miami, and they beat the brakes off Miami 40-17. Yikes. Zach Wilson, he threw for 210, but Breece Hall got busy. 97 yards on the ground and a touchdown, and he caught 2 passes for 100 yards. The Jets 3-2. What you think, people? Can the Jets make the playoffs as a wild card team? Keep it a C note. Let us know. As for the Dolphins, Teddy Bridgewater started the game. Tua was out, concussion protocol. Bridgewater was knocked out, concussion protocol from the gun bus. So they had to go to Skylar Thompson as their quarterback. Who? Skylar Thompson, he threw for 166 and an interception. Raheem Mostert, he got busy, 113 on the ground and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 7 for 47. He got hurt. Word is he was in a walking boot after the game. Miami has dropped 2 in a row, people. They are now 3-2. Yikes. Next up, Tampa. They was hosting Atlanta, and this might have been a controversial game. They came away with the 21-15 victory. Brady, 351 and a touchdown. Fournette got busy, 56 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And he had 10 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. Tampa's 3-2. As for Atlanta, Mariota, 147 and a touchdown. He ran for 61 yards. And Zacchaeus, he caught 2 catches, 39 yards and a touchdown. Tampa scored the first 21 points. Atlanta scored the last 15. At the end of the game, on a 3rd down, they would have got the ball back for Atlanta. Brady was knocked down on what looked to be just a wrap-up. They called a roughing the passer, and that ended the game. But you know, it's Brady. How y'all feel about that Brady call? Was it BS? Should we call the refs a Uber? Keep it a C note, let us know. Next up, we had Washington. They was hosting Tennessee. Shout out Tennessee. They've won 3 games in a row. They came away with the 21-17 victory. Tannehill, 181 and a touchdown. Derrick Henry, 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bobby Woods, 4 catches, 37 yards. Tennessee is now 3-2. As for Washington, this team is just sorry. Wentz, 359, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Interception at the end of the game. Game-winning drive, and he threw the pick. You know, Brian Robinson, shout out Brian Robinson, recently got shot. He made his debut, 22 yards on the ground. And we had a De'Ami Brown sighting, people. 2 catches, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. Washington is 1-4. Yikes. Next up, this was the game that I was most shocked about. We had Houston. They was in Jacksonville looking to get their first win of the season. And they definitely did that. 13-6 was the final score. Davis Mills threw for 140. Dameon Pierce, 99 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And he had a highlight where he had 17 guys on his back. Shout out to him. He got busy. Nico Collins, 4 catches, 65 yards. Houston, shout out to the Texans. They got their first win of the season. They're 1-3-1, people. Jacksonville is now 2-3, and I don't know. They looked horrible today. I don't know what's going on with Lawrence. One week he looks like he's the best quarterback. The next week he looks like he might be the worst quarterback. 286 and 2 interceptions. One of the interceptions was just horrible. Travis Etienne had 71 yards on the ground, and Marvin Jones, 7 catches, 104 yards. Jacksonville was 2-3 now. Next up, we had San Fran. They was in Carolina, and they beat the brakes off the Panthers, 37-15. Shout out Jimmy G. He definitely got busy. As for Jeff Wilson Jr., 120 yards on the ground. Brandon Ayuk, 3 catches, 58 yards. Debo ain't do much, but he did get in the end zone. Shout out to that. As for Baker Mayfield, he threw for 215 and an interception. McCaffrey had 54 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And Shi Smith had 4 catches for 69 yards. Carolina is 1-4. Yikes. Next up, we had the Cowboys. Cooper Rush, NFC East. They was in SoFi Stadium to take on the Ramley, the defending champs. And they beat the brakes off of the Rams 22-10. Yikes. Cooper Rush, 102 yards. Tony Pollard, 86 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And CeeDee Lamb, 5 catches for 53 yards. Dallas is 4-1. They looking tough, I can't even lie. They say Dak may be back for week 6. What's your thoughts, Cowboys fans? You ready for Dak to come back? Or you want to keep it rolling with Cooper Rush? Keep it a C note, let us know. As for Stafford, 308, touchdown and interception. They did nothing on the ground, 33 yards. Cooper Kupp, 7 catches, 125 yards and a touchdown. The Rams are 2-3, people. And I got to keep it a C note with y'all. We look more hungover than Vito the day after we record this show. It's bad right now, people. Definitely not a top 5 team. Stafford, definitely not a top 5 quarterback right now. I don't think we have any top 5 players. Aaron Donald may be close, or if you just going D tackles, he may crack the top 5. But just me watching the Carolina game and just seeing just some of the stuff that happened last week. Pause. Our team is soft. We can't tackle. We don't know how to wrap up. A lot of that stuff Debo got last week was on one play where we didn't wrap up, but he always get us like that. And it looks like our team can't tackle. Our defensive coordinator is horrible. What's the reason? What's the point of having Jalen Ramsey if he's not gonna, first of all, stay with the best guy, or if you're not gonna use him in man? Like, you gotta go man sometime. Good golly, Miss Molly. The Rams are 2-3 and it's not looking good, people. I'ma keep it a C note. Shout out to John. We just said it. Well, we didn't get to it yet, but I was so stressed the day I started to come on here with a damn Eagles jersey because I don't play with nobody's money. I started to just pay this man early. But Mama always told me never quit, so I'm not going to quit. I held off, but I was tempted to. That's me keeping a C note. As for the Eagles, I just said they're still undefeated. They moved to 5-0. They was in Arizona taking on the Cardinals. They came away with the 20-17 victory. Hurts 239, 61 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Goddard, he got busy, 8 for 95. The Eagles are for real, people. They for real. Hey, Vito, this is one of the moments, Vito. We might as well pay this man in advance, Vito. And I'm saying we, because, you tried to cop the plea and tried to get us out that bet, tried to get us laid some games, but, it didn't work. So we might want to tap out early. Pause. As for Kyler Murray, 250, touchdown, interception. James Conner, 55 yards on the ground. Hollywood Brown, 8 for 78 and a touchdown. And Kyler Murray, this game could have went to overtime. Kyler Murray on a third down towards the end of the game. They were out of timeouts. He was running for a first down and slid too early, so they couldn't spike the ball to stop the clock. They kicked the field goal and missed it. And now they're 2-3. What's your thoughts on it, people? Keep it a C note. Let us know. Vito, let's get them jerseys, man. Sunday night football. We had Baltimore trying to bounce back after they blew that lead last week. They was hosting the Bengals. Shout out Baltimore. They came away with the 19-17 victory with the field goal at the end, the walk-off field goal. Lamar Jackson, he threw for 174 and a touchdown. He also threw a pick, 58 yards on the ground. And shout out Mark Andrews. He got busy, 8 catches, 89 yards and a touchdown. Baltimore 3-2, people. How you feeling about them? Keep it a C note. As for Burrow and the Bengals, Burrow threw for 217, a touchdown and a pick. Mixon, 78 yards on the ground. And we had a Hayden Hurst sighting. 6 catches, 53 yards and a touchdown. Jamar Chase, 7 for 50. The Bengals is 2-3, people. Keep it a C note. How you feeling about it? Last year, we had the Super Bowl champions, the Rams. The runner-up, Bengals. 5 weeks into this season, both teams is 2-3. Who do you think will still make the playoffs out of those teams? The Rams, the Bengals. Is it both? Keep it a C note. Let us know. Since we're talking about the Rams, I know Seattle lost today. But is this statement no cat or call him Oouuber? After 5 weeks, Geno Smith is the best quarterback in the NFC West. Is that no cat? Call him Oouuber. Numbers don't lie after 5 weeks. Shout out Geno Smith. That statement is no cat for me. He is the best quarterback in the NFC West right now. I don't think he'll finish the best quarterback, but right now, He's the best quarterback, and, they don't even have a winning record, but if you know, you know. As for the NFC East, shout out again to the NFC East. The last couple years, they've been like the laughing stock of the league, worst division in football year after year. No cap, call them a Oouuber. Right now, the NFC East is the best division in football. Is that no cap? Is that call them a Oouuber? Keep it a C note. I'm still going to say call them a Oouuber. You add the fact that they're playing teams that aren't that good. You add that in with even the Rams ain't that good right now. So, the Eagles are for real, but I don't know about the rest of the division. The Giants, they got the win against Green Bay, but I don't think Green Bay is that good. But that's just my thoughts. Keep it a C note. What's your thoughts on it, people? NFC East, is it the best division in football? Let us know. Since we on the NFC East, the Giants 4-1. Shout out to the Jets 3-2, and that defense looks mean. Which team do you believe in more that can finish the season off strong? Is it the Giants or the Jets? Pick one, clip one. Keep it a C note with us. I want to say the Jets, but I think the Giants may have a better quarterback, so I'm going to go Giants. The quarterback, we don't know if the running back going to get hurt, but the quarterback, but that Jets defense is tough. It's just Zach Wilson. I'm not sold on him, but what's your thoughts on it, people? Keep it a C note. Jets, Giants, who do you believe in more? Miami is 0-2, and they have not looked good since Tua got hurt. No cap, call them a Oouuber. We really have undervalued Tua because with these same receivers, this offense totally looks different. Is that no cap? Call them a Oouuber. Keep it a C note. Let us know. Best dual threat quarterback in the NFL right now. I'm going to give you three options. Jalen Hurts from the Eagles, 5-0 Eagles. Kyler Murray from the 2-3 Cardinals. Or Lamar Jackson from the 3-2 Ravens. And I mean dual threat by they can run and they're actually nice at throwing the football. Rank them, not even rank them. Who's the best dual threat QB out of them three? Keep it a C note. Let us know. I know Kyler and them lost, but I'm going to say Kyler is the best one. He doesn't run as much as Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, but I think he throws the ball better than both of them, and he's actually quicker than both of them. I heard the announcers call him the Barry Sanders at a quarterback. What's your thoughts on that? Is Kyler Murray like the Barry Sanders at quarterback? Was that Mike Vick? Keep it a C note. Let us know. Let us know that dual threat quarterback. Last up, after 5 games, give me one team you're most surprised with this season. Who you got? Keep it a C note with us. You know who I got. I got the Rams. They're disappointing this year. I do want to say it with my chest. For several years, I've been grinding Allen Robinson up, just like I did Odell Beckham. We got Odell Beckham. Stafford made that boy look good playing with Cooper Kupp. Pause. I thought Allen Robinson would be the same thing, but Allen Robinson is a dud. I got to keep it a C note. Allen Robinson is a dud. He cannot get open. He was overhyped. I don't know why it's time for McVay and them to maybe call Washington. They got a boatload of receivers. You might got to try to call Washington and get one because Cooper Kupp is the only one that can get open, and this is sad, truly sad. McVay also, his play calling is horrible. So that's what team I'm surprised with. Duh. I thought we'd at least be 4-1 by now, but let's be patient. Carolina's up next. We'll see what's what. Monday Night Football, we got Kansas City, we got Vegas. Keep it a C note who you like. I'm taking Vegas, the underdog. I seen all these other damn underdogs win this week. I'm taking Vegas, but who you got, people? I'm stressed out. Bad week. My team is below 500. I got all these player haters texting me and sending me DMs. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this show up. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, if this is your first time tuning in, shout out to you. Make sure you hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit the bell so you can get notifications when we drop new episodes. As always, I am your boy Brown. Please tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell everybody. Keep it a C note like I kept it a C note. John, can we make a deal? What up, dog? Holla at your boy. Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, da, da.